The odds of any one individual existing are approximately 1 in 10 to the power of 2,685,000. That's 10 with 2,685,000 zeros after it. The magnitude of that number, in essence, means that the existence of the human race, made up of such incredibly unlikely characters, is all but impossible. And yet, here we are.
Here we are, all right. Sorry, do you mind catching me up? I'm pretty sure I didn't like it the last time I was here. Feels like something sad happened, something tragic. Well, maybe it was just a dream. I do like sleeping and dreaming.
Something happened, all right. It wasn't bad, it just was what was. I don't blame you, though, trying to forget. It can be hard watching them, but that's what we're supposed to do. And, you know, give them a little push every once in a while. When the need arises.
Right. I'm starting to remember now. It was you, wasn't it?
It was fate.
Fate? Destiny? Call yourself whatever you want, Damon. Whoa, I'm starting to wake up now, brother. And let me tell you, I got a serious problem with this whole God's will, mysterious ways.
Hey, take it easy. Enjoy the ride. You know how it goes. It is written, and you cannot escape your destiny. Not like we can change the outcome.
Right. Part of a greater plan, I remember now. So look, fill me in. What are we dealing with this time? War,
Oh, no.
famine, pestilence,
No.
death?
Love.
Love? Really?
Yeah. And death. But mostly love.
Oh, love, true love, and acceptance.
Lust and obsession.
Selfless soulmates.
Possessive cretins.
Passionate lovers.
Foul fornicators. Unfortunate girls with their innocence stolen by sleazy old men.
Yeesh, you're really selling this one to me, brother.
Well, now, according to my little book of fate here...
Of course, it is written.
Exactly. Now, as I was saying, by way of a summary, we have over here the Donnelly family. Here, Major Shawn Donnelly, a decorated war hero.
He looks like a serious sort of fella.
Serious as a heart attack.
Jeez, what? No way! I wouldn't have guessed that.
And here we have his beautiful wife, Annie, and their daughter, Grace.
Ladies.
What are you doing? And here we have Shawn Donnelly Junior, one of the creator's great gifts, or so he keeps telling everyone. Talented kid, but, boy, he can be a real piece of work sometimes.
Wait. I think you're forgetting someone. Who's this chick, huh? Whoa, she looks feisty, huh?
Reel it in. This beautiful young lady is Mary Margaret McCarthy.
And?
Oh, love triangle.
What? With the Major and Annie? I mean, jeez, no wonder the heart attack.
Not them, you sicko! Him, her, and her. Henrietta Harmon.
Henrietta Harmon. Hoo-wee. What a beaut. These Irish girls, they're something else. Okay, now who's this joker, huh? Not him and Henrietta. We'd only just met.
That there is Bobby Collier, owner of the Sycamore Club. Now, as you know, I'm not one to judge, but boy, he is a nasty piece of work. Hangs out with all sorts of undesirables in his den of iniquity.
Iniquity. A den of it, you say. Crooks and undesirables. Pretty girls and love triangles. Well, as interesting and terrible as all of this sounds, I think we better let him get on with it.
Allow me.
I said, but yes, of course.
Don't mind listening to your shows, but you're not the only one living here.
I really like her.
Who?
That Henrietta Harmon. She's so sophisticated. And did you know she's Irish, too? She started off waiting tables at the Sycamore Club, and now she lives in the penthouse, the whole floor.
Yeah, well, that kind of lifestyle doesn't come without a cost.
Oh, come on, Major. I saw you tapping your foot alone.
Well, what can I say? I don't like the music.
I don't see what all the fuss is about. She was a choir girl in St. James. She's no better than anyone else.
You mean like you?
No.
And you say I have notion.
Now, Shawn.
What is the dress code for this graduation tomorrow?
Semi-formal. I'll get your suit ready later this evening. And Shawn, why did you polish your father's shoes when you're doing yours later?
And make sure they get a proper spit polish. I want to see my face in them.
At your service, Major.
Why can't you just do what you're told for once without being a wise guy? It's not like you do anything else around here.
Not my fault. Too busy studying and practicing piano. Jeez, lighten up.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Mary Margaret, you better go get your dress for Mrs. Hennessy before it gets too late. She said she'd have it ready later. And Shawn, you go with her.
I thought I had shoes to polish.
Go.
Gracie can go.
Go now, Shawn.
Come on.
Fine.
That boy needs to grow up. He's too clever for his own good.
I'll polish your shoes for you, Major.
I told your brother to do it.
Would you calm down, please? You know what the doctor said about your blood pressure. Please.
I don't mind. I like doing them, and I do it better than he does.
Hey, I was reading that newspaper. Yeah, never mind. Go ahead.
You startled me, Henry. I didn't realize you were still here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you.
Startled. I said startled. How could I be frightened by such a sweet face?
I was actually hoping to talk to you about something.
Me too. Fantastic performance again tonight. Just what your fans expect from their glittering star.
That's actually what I was hoping to talk to you about. This, momentum. Momentum. We're building. It's, well, it's wonderful, but I am so tired these days. I was wondering if maybe I could have some time off, perhaps a break.
I've got some very important colleagues coming tomorrow night just to see you. They'll expect an after-show party in your dressing room, if you know what I mean. So you get the night off Thursday for the overtime. It's in your contract. I know how tired you get, so think of it as a midweek treat.
I was actually hoping for more of
Henry, sweetie, you know if it were up to me, I'd give you all the nights off your sweet little heart desires. But I've got to think about the club here. You wouldn't want the wait staff to miss out on a night's tips because you wouldn't think of anybody aside from yourself, now would you? We all know it's you they come to see.
I know.
Henry, sweetie, you've got your contract, okay? You work overtime, that's a night off. I could always pencil a few more like nights.
No. Forget it. It was selfish. How foolish of me.
And a girl? I know. I'll get you a drink. Settle those nerves. And you know what? Throw a few drops of your tonic in, too. You'll be out like a light. God knows you need the rest.
Sounds perfect. pull up a seat, let down my hair, wait up, show him how much I care. Kids tucked in and stories read, happy, settled in their beds. What a perfect future I see. What a swell future for me. This tainted tea's no good for me. Should empty it all down the sink. Still, blessed tea won't keep me up. I think I'll have just one last cup. I'll leave the door upon the latch. I'll leave his cup and cigarettes. He won't wake me when he gets up. But if he does, then I'll tell him. What a perfect future I see. What a swell future for me.
Shawn, get this. Mrs. Pirelli said the sweetest thing to me today.
Oh, here we go.
She called me her protege.
Oh, don't tell me she's fooled you too.
Who fooled me?
Oh, come on. That Mrs. Pirelli is some piece of work. You ever hear the way she talks to me? Sit up straight, boy. Posture, posture. Play it again. Jeez, lady, give me a break. I mean, how long has she been making me play these scales and exercises and that classical stuff? I'll tell you. One of these days, I'm gonna tell her what she can do. I'll show her.
Oh, yeah?
You ever wonder why she teaches? She teaches because she ain't good enough to perform, that's why.
Well, I hear she was a great performer. But you know how it is. She ain't a fella, so she never got a break. You gotta be a fella to make it in music around here.
Oh, you mean like Henrietta Harmon? The famous singer? Looks great in a ball gown, nice figure, killer smile, right up there on the billboards.
Why are you always such a wise guy? So you can give me one example of Henrietta Harmon, the biggest star on the New York club scene. You know why she made it?
Fame, talent, beauty, and maybe a little good luck.
Seriously. Please. She may have all that. Lots of girls do. But she's got a millionaire sugar daddy in that Bobby Collier. Don't you think it's strange how no one's ever heard of her, then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, one of the richest men in New York starts promoting this hot chick half his age. And she shacks up with him in his hotel penthouse. Now she's everywhere. Magazine covers, billboards, radio, and television now too. Anyways, all I was saying is that I heard Mrs. Pirelli was one of the best piano players in New York. She just didn't get a break because she was a woman.
Or maybe because she was too busy telling someone to pull up their socks or sit up straight or something. And what's your problem with Henrietta Harmon anyway? Jeez. Anyone would think you were jealous.
Don't be ridiculous. Jealous? Why would I be jealous of her? I don't need a sugar daddy. My name is Mary Margaret. He thinks I'm kinda swell. But we are just good friends, you'll see. That's all there is to tell.
Her name is Mary Margaret. She thinks I'm hot as hell. But we are just good friends, you see. She would say so as well. Yeah, well, I don't believe all that stuff about her and Bobby Collier. The newspapers say he says she's more like a daughter to him. No funny business.
The newspapers. And who do you think controls most of the newspapers? Bobby Collier and his buddies, that's who.
Jealous.
Not.
Grow up.
Grow up.
Jeez. How about we take a deep breath and count to 10? Mary Margaret McCarthy, come here and sit down upon my knee. Let me adore thee religiously. Mary Margaret McCarthy. Henrietta's a real go-getter, but Mary M is a hidden gem. I hate to have to tell you she ain't looking for a fella. Mary Margaret McCarthy.
So, you looking forward to graduation?
I ain't looking forward to it because I ain't going.
What? Are you crazy? Your mom and dad will kill you. Well, your dad will anyway. And I can tell you right now, Gracie will not be one bit happy about this. Not one bit. And what about me?
Oh, you'll be okay. I'm sure you can find someone else to sit beside.
That's not what I mean. What are you going to tell the major?
For now, nothing.
Oh, perfect. Anyone seen dear Shawnee? I do hope he's off somewhere doing us proud and wasting his potential.
Say, Mary Margaret,
Yeah?
why you always gotta be so sarcastic?
Why you always gotta be so handsome?
Oh, thanks, Mary Margaret.
I was being sarcastic.
I'm sure you were. Look, it's okay. Lots of girls think it. Haven't you heard? I am poetry in motion, young lady. Poetry in motion.
Well, Mr. Poetry in Motion, don't let me delay your execution. Good luck with your folks.
Thanks.
I think you're crazy, but let me know where you're staying. I assume you've got somewhere to stay.
Yeah, I'll get lodgings.
And how are you going to pay for these lodgings? Oh, and how are you going to eat? Unless you robbed a bank or something, I don't see how you have any more money than I do, which is exactly $1.40.
Wow. Look, don't worry about me. I got plenty of money in my college fund, and since I'm not going to college anymore, I can use it to help me get set, and then once I'm earning, I can pay it back.
Are you out of your mind? You know how hard your folks work to save up all that money. That's stealing. And even if by some miracle they let you have any of it, what bank is going to let some 17-year-old raconteur withdraw all of his father's savings?
You really think the major believes in banks? It's locked away securely in his safe. And I ain't stealing anything. This money was saved for my future, and this is my plan for my future. And you know how my mom's always been telling me to go follow my dreams. She'll be all right with this. She can handle the major.
I'm not so sure about that, Shawn.
Look, think about it. Yes, she'll be pissed that I'm not showing up for graduation tomorrow, and maybe I'm leaving a little sooner than expected, but she's all for this. Why do you think she wanted me out of the house earlier? She doesn't want me around the major. You see how he gets around me? It ain't good for him with that heart of his. Look, you gotta believe me. I know what I'm doing.
She's really okay with this?
Positive.
Always the charmer.
What, so now I'm handsome and charming, huh?
You're crazy, Shawn Donnelly. Move.
Oh, for God's sake.
Go home, Shawn.
You know he's not my brother. I know he's my best friend. Maybe we could be lovers, but could we still be friends? Maybe I am just dreaming about ways I'd like to be. But when his lips touched mine, I felt that dreams are real. So I'll be more sophisticated, rouge my lips and dye my hair. No more schoolgirl, cute girl style.
be more like those hot showgirls. Maybe then you'll take more notice. Sweep me off my feet, go dancing in a club in NYC. Have I just missed a chance to see where this path might lead? Who knows where he'll end up now that he's not here with me? But I'll be more sophisticated, rouge my lips and dye my hair. No more schoolgirl, cute girl style. I'll be more like those hot showgirls. Maybe then you'll take more notice. Sweep me off my feet, go dancing in a club in NYC. Her name is Mary Margaret. He thinks she's kinda swell, but they are just good friends, you see. That's all there is to tell.
Dear Shawn.
Shawn, make sure you turn out the light and lock the door.
Okay. So long, everyone. I'll see you later. Maybe. I promise I'll come back when I'm famous to say hello. Enjoy graduation. Someone say hello to Mrs. Pirelli for me. I would say it myself, but I've got a future to attend to. Audience loves me, pretty girls hug me. That's right, ladies, I am a superstar. Thanks for the flowers and waiting for hours. My room number's 1311, and my eyes rapidly move. Ooh. Now form a straight line, there's plenty of wine, and pick-me-ups, vodka and brandy. French champagne, Irish whiskey, come back again soon if you miss me. And my eyes rapidly moved. Went to an awful place, strange, sort of eerie place. All of my old sinful deeds came to mind. To my great annoyance, then stood in defiance. The devils and demons of souls gone waste. He sat and told stories of all his past glories. When he went gone with God, and my eyes rapidly moved. I live on an island with all these fine women. They cook and they iron and they wash for me. I can't find those flowers, been searching for hours. Now my girl is waiting outside the door, and my eyes rapidly move. Went to an awful place, strange, sort of eerie place. All of my old sinful deeds came to mind. To my great annoyance, then stood in defiance. The devils and demons and souls come to waste. We sat and told stories of all his past glories. And when we went yawning with God, and my eyes rapidly moved. Sorry, excuse me. Hi there. Good evening, fellas. I'm looking for directions. I was wondering if you could help.
Well, thank you for your generous donation, son.
Oh, of course.
Oh, thank you so very much. How very generous. Hey, Theo. Last of the big spenders. Is that all you got? What's in the suitcase, huh?
Oh, you know, bits and bobs, just the essentials.
Just the essentials, he says. What essentials? What are essentials, anyway? Pretty big case for just the essentials.
Hey, hello there, young fella. Did I hear you're looking for some advice?
No, I'm looking for directions.
It's the same thing, if you ask me.
Not really, you see, I'm trying to find my way somewhere, and I was wondering if you could help.
That's exactly what I said. You're in need of some direction in your life. And luckily for you, young man, we just so happen to specialize in that very area.
That very area.
No, really, you see, I'm trying to find my way to Chelsea. You see, my friend Joey Bustamante, his cousin, he told him that there's this place there, some sort of boarding house.
This fella's definitely in need of some direction, then.
Directions.
I concur.
I fear a confused traveler here comes seeking knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration. What's your name, young fella?
Shawn.
Just Shawn.
Donnelly Junior.
Shawn Donnelly Junior. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Damon, and this here is my dear brother, Theo.
Theo Crow, at your service. So, what brings you to the neighborhood, kid?
Well, like I said, I'm trying to find my way to Chelsea, but it seems I might have lost my way.
That's not what I meant.
Theo. That's not what he meant. He means, what brings you here to this specific moment in time? Your purpose. Why are you trying to find your way to Chelsea?
Look, misters, I don't mean to be disrespectful or nothing, but like I said, I'm just trying to find my way to this boarding house in Chelsea. And, it's getting real late, so maybe I should just be on my way.
Oh, I wouldn't go that way if I were you. That's the way to Hell's Kitchen. Now, it's not far from where you're trying to go, but things can get a little bit, come se dice, tricky over there.
Very tricky indeed. Oh, here, stay a while. Have a drink. You are old enough to drink?
Yeah, I'm old enough.
Well, then try some of this, huh? The elixir of life. A special brew from back in the home country. It, puts lead in your pencil, hair on your chest. It lightens your heart and builds your confidence. It grants you wisdom, protects you from evil. It exudes the most luxurious scent. And it makes you irresistible to the opposite sex.
Or the same sex, depending on how God made you. Love is love, after all.
Whoa, this stuff is nice, mister, like real nice.
So, come here, what brings you here, kid?
Well, I'm a singer, entertainer, raconteur. I guess I'm here to make a name for myself. It's all I've ever really wanted, actually. So, I'm here to follow my dreams. I just need a lucky break.
Excellent! An entertainer, just like us. Ooh, maybe we'll get to hear you sing or recount someday, eh? Ooh, what's your stage name? Your nom de guerre.
French?
Oh, parlez-vous français? Oui, oui.
No thanks, I just went.
Oh, come on, what's your stage name?
I don't got one yet.
Well, you gotta have a stage name. I mean, everyone's got a stage name.
Let me choose it. It's gotta be something stylish, classy, with a certain level of gravitas, befitting a fine young man such as yourself. Okay, let's see here. Pat, Mike, Chuck, Francis.
No, he don't look like no Francis.
Marty, Nelly, Federico.
No, that's too Italian.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, Jimmy,
George! No, that's too Irish. I mean, on account of you being, English and all.
Gotta be something, easy, but memorable. The boy next door, reaching for the stars. John.
Oh!
John! That's it! John Brown! perfect. John Brown, just ordinary kid from the neighborhood. Could be your brother. One of the guys!
An all-American kid with the big dreams.
Perfect!
Indeed. Well, John Brown. Just, be careful what you wish for, yeah? You're not the first young fellow to come here, seeking fame and fortune, only to end up on the streets.
We're gonna have to sing the song now, aren't we?
Oh, song?
Yeah, it's a song about the circus boy. Kid just like you thought he could make it in showbiz.
He just needed a lucky break, too.
There is a story that has been told of a young boy who went to the circus to train as a clown. You see, once an apprenticeship found he could sail through the air at great sexual ease with a pretty young girl from the flying trapeze. Everyone said what a couple they made, but he ran off just as soon as he got paid. But in his cowardice found, there was much more to life than just fooling around, huh? He'd keep his head down and his big clown feet finally on the ground. Oh, what a boy he was! Doing odd jobs around town and on farms, the circus boy searched for a maiden that he wouldn't harm. Once on his virginal quest, he discovered that good girls weren't always the best. He'd keep his head down and his heart close to his chest. And finding a maiden of innocent charms, the widower's daughter soon welcomed them into her arms.
Hey, whoa, mister.
And after they rolled in the hay, she inquired of the circus boy if she would stay, since she had found out that she was in a family way. What a boy! What a boy! What a boy! He was unsettled, unhappy, and bitter with booze. The circus boy ran in a race he was destined to lose. Walking the streets on his own, preaching his wisdom from shadows to rats, his painted on smile now replaced with a permanent frown. Now, if you've listened well to this cautionary tale, you'll surely now recognize destiny always prevails. Preordained future make plans. You may stray from the path, but at some point go back. Be careful the choices you make, seeking fortune and fame. What a boy! What a boy! What a boy! He was! He was!
Okay, so.
All right, kids, what are you gonna go
Stage
right? No, stage right.
Ego stage. Ego stage, right?
Let's go.
What was he thinking? In absentia? Seriously? I mean, can you believe that son of yours, Ed? Shawn Donnelly Junior is indisposed and will not be here to accept his high school diploma. And you shouldn't have to make his excuses for him, Mary Margaret. He doesn't deserve a friend like you. You are too good to him. Sorry, kid. We shouldn't let this take away from your award. Your father would have been real proud of you. I mean it. But by God, I cannot believe him. My own son, a thief. His entire college fund. I mean, Andy, you and me were the only people who knew the combination to that safe, so if you've got something to tell me, now's the time.
For God's sake, it's your service number. We all knew the combination.
I sure do. And so did Shawn, so don't blame Mom, Major. He decided to take the money, so it's all on him.
You know what he's like. He'll be back in no time with some sob story about how he thought we had an understanding or some such nonsense. These flights of fancy he takes.
Always had notions. That money won't last forever. Sure, he's talented, but just wait until he has to literally sing for his supper. I give him 2 weeks.
You really don't think he's good enough?
I never said that. He ain't driven enough.
Yeah, well, he was
that's all.
certainly driven enough to take the money.
Did he say anything to you?
Come on, Mary Margaret thinks he's the musical messiah. Can't put a foot wrong. Well, he has this time. She should have told us what he was planning.
I am right here, Gracie. Girls, cut it out. We are all upset. Did he leave an address?
No, ma'am.
A phone number?
No, ma'am.
Well, I'm not going looking for him.
He's just a kid.
He's a kid who thinks he's a big man, off to seek his fame and fortune. Tough guy. I mean, does he have any idea what kind of life he's signing himself up for in a music hall or a nightclub or wherever it is he's run off to? I mean, hell, God knows what kind of liquor and pills and underworld connections he'll get himself wound up in. And that's if he even makes it through the door of one of those good time clubs. Well, he's not coming back here either. He made his bed, now he can lie in it. Mary Margaret, if you see him, you can tell him that too. No, seriously. We gave him every opportunity and privilege, and then he throws it back in my face? No respect. Well, if he ends up on the street, that's his problem. He'll get no sympathy from me.
I know what he did was wrong, but maybe he'll make something of himself. Pay the money back once he's earning. I wish I had the guts to follow my dreams.
Oh, well, if you feel that way about it, maybe you should follow him.
Maybe. I will.
I knew it. You're in love with him. Well, I got news for you, sweetie. He's in love with himself. Do you really think he'd have given you a second thought if you weren't just always around? Poor girl. You're as deluded as he is.
Girls, cut it out.
Sing all the songs that ever were written, or count all the stories that you've ever heard. You and I know his future's not certain until the present is past. Lazy days, rock and roll evenings, vodka visions and wet Sunday nights. Take your time so everyone's sleeping when you make your hero's return. Sing along with the chorus, write a new verse if you please. Come back to me before the ending so we can remember the start.
He thinks his poetry in motion, and he'll be worth a small fortune. He just wants someone for Sunday nights who can read vodka visions and understand flights of imaginary fancy. He takes them then and listens to the stories all over again.
Sometimes he feels he's stuck in the middle, coming from nowhere with nowhere to go. His traveling companions just weigh him down, leave that baggage behind. Sing along with the chorus, write a new verse if you please. Come back to me before the ending so we can remember the start.
He thinks his poetry in motion, and
I've been sweeping these streets a long, long time. And he asks me, he says, how long have you been sweeping these streets? I say, so long. When I started sweeping these streets, they had chariots on them. Boy. Oh, well, well. What have we got here?
Okay, Mom, I'm awake.
Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to wake you. It's just that your croissants and coffee will go cold if you don't soon attend the dining hall. And you know how angry Father gets when we're late to breakfast.
Croissants, what?
Hey, move along, kid. I got work to do over here.
I'm sorry, mister. I must have fallen asleep.
What, are you lost, kid?
Oh, no, sir. I'm headed to Chelsea. You see, I met these two kindly gentlemen who gave me directions and a drink. And I must have stopped here for a rest and nodded off, what with all the walking.
Two fellas, you say, and a free drink? Really? Is that your case?
Yeah, what of it?
Hey, don't worry about it. Look, there's probably nothing of any value in there anymore anyway. I mean, they'd probably take it all by now, you know? They take the eye out of your head, those two. You know? Jeez.
Oh, no. It's gone. It's all gone.
What's all gone?
My money. All of my money.
Well, that's unfortunate, but they didn't take your spare set of clothes. And look, they even left you a note. Oh, how generous.
That's a letter from my mom. It was in the safe with the money.
So, let me get this straight. You stole the money from your parents, and then these two jokers steal it from you, and now you're sad. Well, I know, I understand. Oh, you thought there was some honor amongst thieves.
I'm not a thief. It was my money.
Okay, look, I'm not one to judge. I don't care. So, look, if you're not a thief, then what are you? A suitcase salesman? Or a park bench tester? Hey.
I'm a singer, entertainer, raconteur. At least, I will be, or I want to be.
Well, you never know. I mean, you gotta try these things, I suppose. Listen, kid. There's a thing on tonight down at the Sycamore Club. It's 2 blocks that way. You should go there. Ask for Pat O'Dwyer. He's an old buddy of mine. So if you're looking for a job or a place to stay, well, he might be able to help you out. Okay?
Thank you.
You look after yourself, kid. Boy, I give him 2 weeks.
Dear Shawn.
Shawn, my beautiful son, envy of everyone, gifted and bright, born on a night wild, but incredibly mild. Said you were fading away, that you'd last a few days or a week at the best, and the heart in my chest nearly left me behind. But I knew we can rewrite our fate. Life's just a game. It's incredibly strange.
Apple of your mother's eye, and how everyone cried when we told them the news. The newest life's days had been numbered by fate.
just a game. It's incredibly strange.
White-skirted angels that came held my hand through the pain, said you won't lose this child, that it wasn't your time, as I lay there and cried. But I knew
We can rewrite our fate. Life's just a game. It's incredibly strange.
Name?
Shawn Donnelly. Stage name, John Brown. I was told to ask for Pat.
Really? John Brown is his stage name? Are you a guest act?
Yes.
Okay. John Brown. You're up next. Now remember, just one song. Take your bow. Thank Mr. Collier for having you. He likes that. Then exit stage left.
Okay.
What's the name of the song you're singing, kid?
Nighttime Drinker.
Never heard of it.
Oh, right. Sorry, you said Mr. Collier was in the audience?
Ain't you been listening, kid?
No, of course. I just wasn't sure whether he'd be here in person. Say, is Miss Harmon with him?
No. She's off tonight, kid. Okay. You're on! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight to the stage another great guest artist, here to sing his own song, Nighttime Drinker. Performing tonight under his stage name, please welcome Mr. Brown!
A cup of coffee and a smoke or two. That's all I offer you. Some love and overdue. I hope you don't mind, but the room is spinning. My drunken grinning might upset you. 'Cause I'm a nighttime drinker and a daytime thinker and a morning lover with an aching head. And I'll say I love you if you tell me you like me. Then I'll hope you got by the afternoon. That's the way I am. That's the way I am. That's the way I am. And I like you, girl. That's the way I am. A gin and tonic and a Coke or two. All I offer you. The rent is over. I got a bottle back in my bedroom. I have the notion that you might help me to consume. 'Cause I'm a nighttime drinker and a daytime thinker and a morning lover with an aching head. And I'll say I love you if you tell me you like me. Then I'll hope you got by the afternoon. That's the way I am. That's the way I am. That's the way I am. And I like you, girl, but that's the way I am. What was I thinking, or what was I drinking? all I offer you. I hope the rumor is true, that you like poetry and sad songs too. And if I write you one, there's nothing you won't do. 'Cause I'm a nighttime drinker and a daytime thinker and a morning lover with a naked hand. And I'll say I love you if you tell me you like me, and I hope you're gone by the afternoon. That's the way I am. That's the way I am. That's the way I am. And I like you, girl, but that's the way I am.
Mr. Collier, he told me to give you his card. Come back tomorrow. He might have a position that you might be interested in. The job, it comes with bed and board, and the pay's not too bad either.
Gee, thanks, mister.
He thinks he's poetry in motion.
He'll be worth a small fortune.
Ma'am? Sorry, ma'am?
Me?
You work here?
No, kid, I just like cleaning up other people's messes on account of I ain't got nothing better to do. Oh, and I love this outfit.
Oh, I see. Sarcasm.
Sarcasm. Nice to meet you. I'm Martha. Got a name?
Shawn Donnelly, singer, entertainer, but you can call me John Brown.
Why the two names? You got an alias or something? You're running from the law?
No, ma'am, I feel fine, but thanks for asking. John Brown's my stage name.
Oh, fancy!
You think?
No.
Oh.
Ah, look, anyway, kid, what can I do for you?
Mr. Collier sent for me. I was told to present this card to a member of staff when I arrived.
Oh. Girls! Oh, I told you to aim for my hands. We got another one here. Put this on. Better get to work.
Huh?
Sit around in the cabinet of life, not planning to all of your guests. I'm on a story that's also boring, make everyone run to class. It's not that I don't care, but I don't think I should be here. Smiling, laughing for you.
As far as folks can tell, I've never been worried about cash. I should be on stage, newspaper front page. I've got to go your bills on the desk. It's not that it's unfair, but I don't think I should be here. Sharing some intimate, sharing such intimate, sharing such intimate news. Where the days were something like you. I'll pass by your place and call you later, 'cause the radio's playing a good song. Not that I won't be there, but I don't think you should be here. Sharing such intimate, sharing such intimate, sharing such intimate news.
Hey, Bobby, who's that?
That's Shawn Donnelly Junior.
Donnelly?
Irish.
Handsome.
Handsome, sure, but that kid can sing.
Oh, yeah? Nice, voice, too.
That's what I just said. Geez, you even listening? Anyway, it's been a long day. I'm gonna turn in for the night. And you might want to go up and introduce yourself. We're calling him Mr. John Brown here at the club. I think you and him might make some beautiful music together, if you know what I mean.
Brown was never really my color, Bobby. Or so you told me when I was 15. Then you told me that I had fire in my eyes and that red was my color.
Oh, Henry,
What a memory you have. Well, now, I'd like to see you make nice friends with that good young boy. I think Brown will suit you very well now that you're mature.
Good night, Bobby.
I almost forgot.
Oh, leave the glass. You know, Bobby was just telling me that you really got something, kid.
Bobby Collier? I mean, why, thank you, Miss Harmon. I'm sure my parents will be thrilled to hear that their only son has made it big time as New York's finest busboy.
Oh, something tells me a flood-a-bum like you didn't venture to the Big Apple in search of dirty dishes.
Something tells me you're not just a pretty face.
Well, Shawn, I wouldn't be so quick to turn my nose up at a waiting job in the Sycamore Club. I hear in a good week, the waiting staff here can earn up to $125 in tips. That's almost twice as much as they make 2 blocks away at the Coca Cabana. Putting it like that would nearly make me want to go back.
I'm sorry for saying so, Miss Harmon, but you can't possibly mean that. I mean, I don't doubt you got what every girl in here would give their right arm for.
Oh, yes, and I hear there's a gap in the market for one-armed singing waitresses.
No, but seriously, you have it all. The fame, the talent, the money. Heck, your face is on the first billboard you see after you cross the Brooklyn Bridge.
Exactly. Everyone knows who I am. The minute Bobby heard me humming as I polished his crystal, I said goodbye to any freedom I had over my own life. I haven't made a single decision myself since.
I mean, that don't sound too bad. Mary Margaret made all my decisions for me back home.
Mary Margaret? Is that your sweetheart?
Oh, God, no. She's my best pal. See, my family kind of took her in when her old man died. She lives with her Aunt Molly, but she spends a lot of time around our place.
That's very kind. You must have a wonderful family.
I guess I do. But I can't imagine living with Annie and Shawn Sr. as anything like the high life yourself and Bobby must have in that enormous penthouse.
Why would I be living in Bobby's penthouse?
No, of course not. I'm sorry. I just assumed you were his girlfriend.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm way too old for Bobby now.
Ain't we about the same age?
I believe we are. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to get some sleep, kid. Got to bring my A game for the toast of the town with Ed Sullivan tomorrow.
Good night, Miss Harmon.
Henry. You can call me Henry.
Good night, Henry.
Tell you what, kid. Meet me here on Sunday at 11 for rehearsals with the band. Bobby's got a new song he wants me to work on, but I think it could work better as a duet.
Right, of course. I will see you there, Miss Harmon.
Yes, you will, Shawn.
Henry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See you then.
Well, this all seems to be going according to plan.
What plan?
The plan.
Which is what, exactly?
I'm not sure. But I like it.
Did you see how close they were to a kiss on the lips? I mean, a kiss on the hand the first time they meet? That's just a step or two away from, well, you know.
What?
Taking the relationship to the next level.
You get a grip.
Don't you think they make a great couple? And I mean, that song they're working on? Guess who planted that idea into a certain pretty little head? What? The ballroom of romance, etc., etc. There's a dervish in there somewhere, etc.
Hey.
Oy.
Let's leave the singing to the professionals, okay?
Oh, that hurt. But you can't deny that this little ditty's gonna get them all up in each other, like all close together, all cheek to cheek. Nowhere to go except into each other's arms. And then, next level.
I have to say, I favor the other one. Much more stable.
Much more stable. Who needs stable? Stable is boring. Stables are for horses.
What will be, little brother. You know how it goes. Not like we can change the outcome.
I'm hungry. Do you want to buy me dinner?
What happened to all that money you came into?
Well, I gave it all away to the Salvation Army.
Oh, bless your heart. And that is where we shall dine.
Ballroom of romance, etc., etc.
Get some lessons.
Sean! See, Bobby, what did I tell you? Not just handsome and talented, reliable and a hard worker, too.
I know. Nothing goes on around here without me knowing about it. And I must say, Don...
Brown. John Brown is his stage name, didn't you say?
Yeah, right, for tax reasons. Anyways, as I was saying, Mr. Brown, Henry and I are inclined to agree. Time you two teamed up. She thinks you can help her,
Take my career to the next level. Our career. The two of us.
Yeah, the next level. And, I heard you two are canoodling too. No better canoodler than Henry, eh? What's the matter with you? You don't agree?
Oh, no, Mr. Collier. Well, that is to say that Henry is obviously a beautiful lady, but we're just friends.
Oh, come on, Sean. No need to be embarrassed. I like you. You like me. Let's just go with the flow.
That's enough of that for now. You two better get to work on that song.
Oh, yes. Read over this. What did I tell you? Isn't he just a dreamboat?
Dreamboat, sure. Listen, I'll have his stuff moved up to your suite. Take him shopping too. Needs to look the part. Can't have your busboy of a busboy of a busboy of a boyfriend looking like a busboy.
Of course. Oh, and given the new circumstances, you don't need me to entertain any guests later.
Nothing's changed, Henry. You've still got your commitments to your regular visitors. Understand?
I just thought that...
You thought wrong. Be in the members' lounge at 9.
Ready?
Sure, let's do it.
Get a room, you two.
So then, yes, it's all written. So you read sheet music?
Absolutely.
Perfect. So you're male voice 1,
Okay.
and I'm female vocalist.
Brilliant.
Got it? Okay. So, folks, it starts cut calm and it moves to 3. Just follow along. You'll get it. Okay, you ready, Sean?
Yes.
So you're gonna start. I'm gonna come in on the chorus.
Okay, cool.
Hit it! You'll have it in no time. Come on. Male vocalist. It's really straightforward.
From behind the curtain at the ballroom of romance, she sits in row 19,
Yes.
12 rows from the back. He wonders if she's lonely. Does she have a backstage pass? And why she always sits there behind that empty seat.
Okay, now I'll take over. Ballroom of romance, you don't need a ticket. You arrive on your own and you won't look suspicious. You can spin around like a starfish, gain valuable insight into the plight of the lovers lost here on Saturday night.
From behind the pillar, he hears that
Make it
girl
different.
scream. She likes songs in 3/4 time, and she likes to dance. She'll only dance to one dance, the last dance all alone. Then she walks back to row 19, 12 rows from the back.
Ballroom of romance, you don't need a ticket. You arrive on your own and you won't look suspicious. You can spin around like a starfish, gain valuable insight into the plight
songs in 3/4 time at the ballroom of romance.
Well, you know what they say about the Sycamore Club? We've got the three things everybody wants. Girls, girls, and girls. Over here.
I got 3 girls of my own, you know, Mr. Collier.
Really? You should bring them down sometime.
Oh, I don't know, a club with alcohol. They're very young.
This is a family establishment, friend. Come on. How many of these chairs? One for you,
Yeah.
one for Henry, and one for the other one.
That's Mr. Brown? John Brown?
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Already?
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, fine,
look who it is. Okay.
Thank you, John.
So, tell me, Henrietta, how did you two lovebirds meet?
Oh, you will never believe it, but we met right here in this very room not 3 months ago. In fact, I was sitting where you are now. I was having the most exhausting day. You see, I was supposed to be preparing for the Toast of the Town, the late-night talk show on CBS, even after you've done it a million times, live television.
It was love at first sight.
Well, isn't that swell?
Excellent, excellent. I can already see the headlines. Cupid's arrow strikes the Sycamore Club. Can we get this out before Valentine's Day?
Oh, well, that certainly is the plan, Mr. Collier.
They are gonna eat you two right up. Get ready, Shawn, or should I say John. I have a feeling this will be make or break for you.
Well, actually, Mr. Brown, I'd like to ask you some questions about your new hit, Nighttime Drinker.
Of course.
John, why didn't you two discuss this over a drink? Martha, we'll sort you out. Follow me.
Yeah.
That was abrupt. You're not jealous, are you?
Jealous of you two. You two might get me out of some hot water. Bobby Collier instigating young love since 1947. Meet your sweetheart at the Sycamore Club. Henry, people love love. People pay for love.
You certainly did.
Hey! I didn't hear you complaining. You've got everything you could ever imagine.
Bobby, I was 15. I didn't need any of those things.
Henry, none of us need those things. Some people deserve them. You, Henrietta Harmon, deserve everything.
Not quite everything.
Right, well, I think I've got everything I need. Well, just a picture to capture the moment.
Wonderful picture. Careful now, Shawn. These are real bright.
All right. Say cheese. Oh, gorgeous. Sure, you two look so happy together.
You know what? We are. We really are.
Tell me, what's next for the new hot couple?
Their debut world tour, of course.
Tour?
Well, you know what they say. Gotta make hay when the sun shines.
Sounds like you two got a lot of packing to do. I'll leave you to it. A pleasure as always, Mr. Collier.
We'll discuss this later. Come on, it could be fun.
Happy
fatalistic, preordained new path that I'm upon. I'll follow you, your twists and turns, your intertwining ways, through clarity or haze. This path that lies ahead of me is not mine to dictate. I'll take my place and stop my race. Let sages have their say, and let me find my way.
I'll dance and sing and live with him. I'll take my chance and go. Cigarette romance, dear destinies, and providence set free.
This one I've walked with side by side, two sides of the same coin. Our burden shared through childhood cares, through loss and grief and pain. Our future threads remain. Fate, providence, and destiny, I wait for your decree. The cycle starts and must complete. In time ahead I see that what will be will be. I'll dance and sing and live with him. I'll take my chance and go. Cigarette romance, dear destinies, and providence set
When he wakes in the morning, he thinks all the feelings he thinks he feels. Did he redecorate or just come in real late, turning white pillowcases to red? Sit up in bed and make sure you're not dead. That's okay, it's just a flesh wound. Did you get in a fight or just fall at the fence in the Grand National through the park? His friends will relay his amusing hijinks as he winds his way home from the bar. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mr. Brown.
Not much, but he's famous as such, with an echo ringed on his arm. Considerable wit and some reasonable charm, he always seems to get by. Now in the shed set, he's the golden boy with his own personal kind of star. When he wakes in the morning, he can't find the wine, and he'll just do a power line. It's easy to do when you got lots of cash and there's nobody really has
arms, they can't get enough. It's easy to do, but he finds ways and pays for your cab fare. So hello, Mr. Brown, how are you today? None of my business, but I'll ask you anyway. Light the dogs, wake up and please, bring what you saw when you do as you please. Mr. Brown, please won't you turn around? Try to find a quote so loud. Reading all the news and lights, turning on the tables this afternoon. When he wakes in the morning, he fakes all the feelings he thinks he feels. You read that brain and just come and relate. Change your mind, pillowcases to red.
Well, folks, what can I say? It's been an incredible year for America's favorite sweethearts, Henrietta Harmon and John Brown. Not satisfied with entertaining you New Yorkers, they have had a fantastic time traveling at home and in Europe. Oh, 1953 really has been their year. Now, that was their latest hit, Mr. Brown. What a great number! I'll leave you tonight in the always excellent company of the Sycamore Club House Band! Good night! And say it is true! Let's hear it again for Henrietta Harmon and John Brown!
Well, I don't know about you, my love, but I could sure do with a drink before bed. You want one?
Yeah, why not? Champagne for me, sweetie.
You all right? You look tired, like real tired.
Yeah, I'm fine. Gonna get me that drink?
You sure you're all right?
Geez, Dr. Donnelly. It can't look like $1 million all the time. Besides, have you looked in the mirror lately? You're not looking so hot yourself.
That, my love, is a fair point. Cruel, but fair. We've been burning the candle at both ends. Maybe it's time we took a break. Go on a proper vacation.
I'll drink to that. You can ask Bobby.
Okay, I will.
Where'll we go?
Paris.
No.
What? No to Paris, but Paris is the city of love. Unless, of course, you don't love me.
No, you're all right. It's Paris that falls short.
Well, then I'll take you to London. Havana.
No.
To Rio de Janeiro. To the Carnival. We'll wear nothing but feathers and survive on cocktails alone. And it might be so hot down there that we have to take off all of our clothes.
Shawn Donnelly Junior. Do you know me at all? Why would I go all that way for things I've already got at home?
Well, my contrary Columbus, what new world will you take us to then,
Ireland.
huh? Ireland?
Ireland. Oh, we could live in that tiny little village your dad grew up in. What was it called?
Dublin.
Yes, Dublin. Quaint little Dublin. And we could have our own cottage and make our own stew. And if we felt like it, we could even do a gig in the Theatre Royal, which, according to Bobby, holds up to 4,000 people, Henrietta. But only if we felt like it. We wouldn't have to do anything, or go anywhere, or even exist. We could just live out the rest of our days in the most beautiful place on earth.
Well, Henrietta, you and my father have much more in common than I first thought. You all set for Saturday?
What, Saturday? I thought Bobby gave us the night off.
Henry,
Of course I am. How could I forget? The Donnelly clan coming round to meet the great Bobby Collier and to catch up with that Jezebel who stole their only son's heart.
Hey, they don't think that.
Sure they don't. Say, is Mary Margaret coming too?
I think so.
Wonderful. We'll be great to catch up.
Say, how about we take it easy on the juice when they're here? Wouldn't want to let ourselves down. But for now, another, my dear.
Why, of course.
How may I help you?
The Donnellys and Miss McCarthy, please.
Oh, welcome to the Sycamore Club. I'll let Mr. Collier and Mr. Brown know that you're here.
Thank you.
Mr. Brown? Seriously? I thought that was just his stage name.
Oh, Shawn, they probably all call him that here at the club.
Yeah, Mr. Donnelly. Everyone in showbiz calls him John Brown.
She doesn't.
Who? Henrietta.
Well, here they are.
Shawn!
Bobby, let me introduce you to everyone. This here is my father.
Major Donnelly, real honor to meet you, sir.
Good to meet you, Mr. Collier.
Please call me Bobby.
Bobby, right you are.
This here is my mother, Annie, and my little sister, Grace.
Hi.
And this, of course, is Mary Margaret.
Oh, Mary Margaret McCarthy. I feel like I know you already. This fella, he never shuts up about you. Says if it wasn't for you, he never would have taken a chance. Never would have put himself out there. And you know, John tells me you're a very talented musician and singer in your own right. Do you get a chance to perform?
Yes, Mr. Collier. I mean, yes, I can play, but Shawn, John, is a lot more talented than me. I don't perform as such. I'm a music teacher, but I love it so far.
Call me Bobby, please. Maybe you could sing something later. How about that?
Of course she will. We can't all sing like Henrietta Harmon, but, you know. Speaking of which, where is America's sweetheart? We haven't seen her in such a long time.
She's just getting ready. Bobby, why don't you get to know everyone a little better and I'll go grab her.
Sure. Let me get you all some drinks.
Drinks? I want a drink.
Don't you worry.
Henry, what's taking so long? Everyone's waiting. Jesus, Henry, you all right? You don't look so good.
I'm fine.
No, I'm being serious this time. You look ill. What is going on with you?
Thanks, Shawn. You're so full of compliments lately.
Have you been drinking? I thought we'd agreed we'd take it easy tonight. Leave off on those pills, sober yourself up, and calm down.
I'm not drunk. Shawn. Just tired. My head's pounding. I need my tonic. I'll be fine.
Your tonic? That's what you're calling them? Seriously?
And since when have you been such a saint? I've never heard you say no when it comes to splitting a bottle. But I guess you wouldn't understand. You're just getting started. He's starting on you the way he started on me when I was 15 years old.
Henry, what are you talking about? You're scaring me.
All of this! I didn't ask for any of it! I was just a child. Oh God. What a mess. What a terrible mess.
Hey, look. You don't have to go anywhere, or do anything, or speak to anyone. I'll talk to Bobby. I'll make something up.
Don't bother. Frank Costigan and his boys are calling later. Bobby wants me to entertain them.
Henry, again, just tell him you don't like him like that. Look, are you sure you're all right here on your own?
Yeah, fine. Sorry. I shouldn't be putting this on you.
Hey, look. We're in this together, all right? I'll see you downstairs.
You sing and you serve. That is so clever. Do you like my outfit? It's my mom's. It's really nice, isn't it? Did I ever tell you that I sing? I sing. I do sing. I have a song. Bobby, I have a song. I would like to sing a song. I swear. It's real easy. The chorus is repeated like 100 times, and then for the verses, you just make up whatever fits, so it's different each time. Here, Mary Margaret and I will show you. Gracie? Come on, Marianne. You're literally a music teacher. This is what you do. Listen up! I'm good at this. So, the verse is, sing them an old Irish song, the ones that last far too long. Too many verses and throw in some curses. Make sure they're lively, but sad. Mary Margaret and I will start. You ready, Marianne? Hit it, maestro! Sing them an old Irish song, the ones that last for too long. Too many verses and throw in some curses. Make sure they're lively but sad. Mary Margaret! Make sure you play a few jigs. You'll always have plenty of gigs. Mention Claire! Montclair! Make sure there's plenty to drink. Sing them an old Irish song, the ones that last far too long. Too many verses and throw in some verses. Make sure they're lively but sad. On your turn. Find yourself a sweet colleague. Make sure she feels like a queen. Mention her hair and the clothes that she wears, and take to the floor for a dance. Sing them an old Irish song, the ones that last far too long. Too many verses and throw in some curses. Make sure they're lively but sad.
Raise up your glasses and toast our heroes who heard the last post. Remember the brave and the freedom they saved. Raise up your voices in song.
Sing them an old Irish song, the ones that last for too long. Too many verses and throw in some curses. Make sure they're lively but
Well, this is what it's all about, eh? Good company, great food, plenty of drink, and a good old-fashioned sing-something. Pity Henry missed. Where is she anyway?
She'll be down in a minute.
She works too hard. You both do.
Well, we gotta make hay when the sun shines.
Won't be on top forever.
Just look at that work ethic. You couldn't pay him to take a break.
Well, Bobby, I don't have to tell you that our Shawn has always been his own man. Don't play telling him what to do.
Well, if he'd done what I tell him, he'd be a teacher by now, or maybe a university professor, but hey, what do I know, right?
Mary Margaret is that one covered. How is the teaching going?
Oh, you know, those who can do, those who can't teach.
Oh, come on, Mary Margaret. You were every bit as good as Shawn was. No offense, Shawn, but probably a better piano player, too.
None taken.
We all have our own paths to follow, Gracie.
Well, as long as you're happy. That's all that really matters.
That's true.
And what about you? Are you happy?
Yeah, sure.
Where the hell is Henry anyway? Now that is one happy lady, I can tell you. Who wouldn't be happy living on a penthouse with this handsome fella? Top of the world, you two, top of the world. And you know, she started out as a waitress here. Always had the gift of the gab. Real old Irish charm, you know? And that smile. Hypnotic. Got up and sang at a shindig one night for this lovesick soldier. Sold my heart and brought the house down. The rest, as you know, is history.
Oh, yes, Mr. Collier. We've heard all about her rise from waiting tables to the lofty heights of stardom. A lucky lady for sure.
Incredible. And to have spotted her so young. I mean, she must have been, what, 14?
15, I think. Well, let me tell you, she had all the makings of an incredible woman already. Wise beyond he is, I used to say. But with her father dead, God rest him, and her poor mother ill, well, she had to be. Anyways, what can I say? I like to give people a lucky break, especially those as lovely as Henry. Or the likes of yourselves, girls, if you'd ever consider taking that leap. That was quite the performance she was put on.
Quite the performance indeed. Don't I get an introduction? I know you don't mind sharing.
Frank, of course. Everyone, please say hello to my dear friend and business associate, Frank Costigan.
At your service. Old Irish song. I love an old Irish song. Play me another one.
We don't do requests.
Is that so? And who might you be?
Frank, this here is Major Shawn Donnelly.
Retired.
Marine Corps. Sergeant. Retired.
Made a name for himself in Iwo Jima. Ain't that right, Frank?
Like the Major said, Bobby? Retired.
Sure, whatever you say. Come on then, ladies, how about another song?
Come on, Mary Margaret.
Okay, but, a slow one this time.
A bit of hush, please.
Yeah, quieten down!
This is an old one. I hope you like it.
I'll stay beside you always. I'd stay beside you the whole way. Burdens grow heavy, that's what friends are for. Friend, link my arm, boy, we've been here before. Hands on your shoulders, dance across the floor. You said goodbye in your own way, just when I hoped that you'd stay. You found your sweetheart, I'd hoped you'd find me. Down in our spot by the sycamore tree, shadows cast
tear to my eye. And Bobby will tell you I ain't one for getting emotional, but that right there, that was a thing of beauty. You're a lucky man.
Oh no, we're just friends.
Of course you are. Just friends. Just like me and Henry and Martha and all the rest of the broads here. Friends. Ain't that right, Bobby? Well, of course, you were much more than that to Henry when she first started here. Was she even sweet 16? You old dog, Bobby!
Sure. We're all friends here. If you can't let loose here, then where, eh?
I thought Henry was joining us. Where is she?
Shawn, can you see what's keeping Henrietta? You know what she's like? Probably hard on her nose or a side mutt to wear.
Of course. Excuse me.
Another round! Where's the major?
Oh, he's at the bar. He spotted a familiar face. He won't be too long. He's not a man of too many words. Is Henrietta not joining us?
Oh, she'll be down in her own sweet time. Always likes to make a grand entrance. Shawn's gone to tell her to get a move on. I better go mingle.
Sycamore Club. The name is Bobby Collie. I have
Hey,
to go.
you better get yourself downstairs. Bobby is waiting, and I can tell you he ain't happy. And neither is Frank, and you know what he's like.
I know what he's like, Shawn. Do you?
What do you want me to do, Henry? You said you'd be right down. I've tried my best to stall for you.
I did go down. And then I came back up again. And now here you are, asking me, your supposed sweetheart, to get myself back downstairs again.
Look, I get it. You're upset. I thought you were coming downstairs. Bobby and Frank are waiting, and my family too. Can you at least come down and show your face for a while?
And Mary Margaret. She's not family, is she? Or not yet, at least.
What is that supposed to mean?
I saw the two of you, Shawn. And don't pull that best friend nonsense with me. I saw you. I saw the way she looked at you, the way you were holding her. What? Nothing to say?
I'm sorry. I'm frightened, Henry. I'm frightened like you're frightened. I thought this was what I wanted, but now that I have it, it's all getting a bit too much. She knows me. We've been there for each other since we were little kids. She saw something was up, and she was there for me. That's it. That's all that was going on.
But I'm here for you. I love you. And like you said, we're in this together.
We are. We are, Henry. But even you can see that our setup is like the doomed leading the damned. Look, I really do care about you, but I can't seem to be what you need. There's something so fragile about you. And I'm scared that at any moment you could break.
Well, I am sorry, Shawn, that the life you chose isn't living up to your delusions of grandeur that you ordered from the catalog and received damaged goods. But hey! It's showbiz. That's what they keep telling me, and that is what they will tell you.
This is not showbiz. It's exploitation.
Whoever said it was honest work.
I just got swept up in it all. You should have warned me.
Then what's keeping you? You have a family. Best friend. You have another life, Shawn. I don't. Where am I supposed to go? We can't all retreat back to Levittown.
but I can't do this anymore.
I'm coming, Shawn. Frank, what are you doing here? I thought you were Shawn. He just left.
Must have just missed him.
You can walk me down if you like. I was just leaving.
Not on my account. Finish your drink. Pour me one.
No, really, Frank. I was just leaving. Bobby's expecting me, and Shawn's family are waiting too.
I said, pour me one. You don't wanna hurt my feelings now, do you? Besides, Bobby knows where I am. Let's get comfortable.
Sure, Frank. Why the hell not?
She'll be right down. Good. Frank went to see what was keeping you. Where is he now?
I didn't see.
Probably got distracted by some pretty face.
Lots of pretty faces in this joint, that's for sure. You do got an eye for the pretty young ladies, Mr. Collier. I don't know how you do it.
Yes, sir, I will admit, I've always had an eye for talent. Catch you in your short skirts and tight tops, cigarettes, lollipops, magazines, fairy tales. Shiny black high heels climb up the ladders of black fishnet stockings and halt at the precipice. Oh, please forgive me if my mind strays from my weekly praise. Oh, this angel right here's got a case. That's all lovely creations. See, I've got a very healthy fixation with the girls in the high-heeled shoes. Let me tell you, lip-smacking, eye-candy, gum-chewing beauties that hang round the corner and laugh at the boys. Wash up my mouth, please, but do it with whiskey as I walk right through them and wink while I pass. Oh, please forgive me if my mind strays from my weekly praise. For this angel right here's got a case. So lovely creations. See, I've got a very healthy fixation with the girls who chew gum and laugh. You know what I mean? Violet, Victoria, Tracy, and Tara all sing in the balcony Sunday at noon. As I sing along with their slightly flat voices, I can't help but feel that the choir's out of tune. Please forgive me if my mind strays from my weekly praise. For this angel right here's got a case. That's your lovely creations. See, I've got a very healthy fixation with the girls who sing out of tune. Girls
Like I've never heard that one before. Neat.
You most certainly are.
What are you, some kind of comedian or something?
Depends on who you ask. You think I'm funny?
That's a dose of hemorrhoids.
Yeesh, tough crowd.
Hey, have one for yourself.
No, I'm not supposed to. But, you look like the kind of guy who can keep a secret. Fallen Brothers.
Fallen Brothers. Where were you?
Europe. Normandy.
St. Mary Glees, that's it!
You feeling all right, mister?
I knew you looked familiar. I just couldn't put my finger on it.
You look like you've seen a ghost or something.
A ghost, that's it! I remember you now. You used to appear just in time whenever we needed to...
Somebody call an ambulance! I think he's having a heart attack!
Oh my God, dementia!
Somebody!
Open the door, Henrietta. There's been an incident.
Bobby,
Open the damn door, Frank.
what sort of incident?
Sean's old man just had a heart attack right there at the bar.
Oh my God, I better get down there.
No, you don't. They're on their way to the hospital. You stay right there. You're in no state to help anyone. Have seen a tonic. It'll calm you down.
Bobby.
All right, now, if for some reason that idiot bartender called the cops, police are the last thing I need sniffing around a joint like this, particularly with esteemed colleagues such as yourself in the vicinity. So you've got to get out of here.
Jesus. What now?
She's upset about Sean's old man. Please, you better go.
I know I have to play the game and all. Tonight of all nights. I think Sean's old man's gonna be all right.
Mate, sure, he'll be fine. Guys like him, they got a way of surviving, you know? Tough as nails. Besides Henry, he'll be fine. Sean will be fine. That Mary Margaret's with him.
Jeez. You don't need to remind me. I guess I was foolish in thinking he might want to marry me someday.
Oh, Henry. Where would you get an idea like that? Don't get me wrong, you're a beautiful girl. I like to think I know so more than anyone.
But you're the type of girl a guy falls in love with.
Not marries. Anyways, I better get back downstairs. A whole lot of cleaning to do. You look done in.
So tired.
Maybe you should take a bath. You smell like Frank. I love you, Henry.
Love you too, Bobby. See you tomorrow.
Sing me a lullaby, help me sleep before I die of tiredness or lunacy. Either one or both get me. This disorder pleases me. At least I won't miss World War III, or politicians at my door, or old friends coming round for tea. maybe I'd get much more sleep and leave the stragglers at the door. The universe teaches me lessons in humility. There's a long-held tradition of joint extradition between heaven and earth. Sing me a lullaby, help me sleep before I die of tiredness or lunacy. Either one or both get me. Sing me a lullaby, help me sleep before I die of tiredness or lunacy. Either one or both can be.
Mrs. Donnelly? Oh, you must be the son.
Shawn Donnelly Junior.
How is he, Doctor? Will he be okay?
Well, his vitals are steady at the moment, so that's a positive. But he suffered a cardiac arrest. Now, I won't be able to know with any great certainty what his future prognosis will be until we get his test results back.
So that's it? You don't know?
There's no need to panic just yet. We'll know more in a day or two.
Can we go see him, Doctor?
Just a short visit for now. But really, the best thing for you and your family to do is to go home and get some sleep. Come back tomorrow.
I'll stay.
Okay, but the rest of you, please go home.
We will. Thank you, Doctor.
Excuse me.
Come on, Mom. Let's go say goodnight before we go.
Thanks for being here. Means a lot.
Where else would I be? You know, he's been like a father to me ever since my pop died. Always treated me like I was one of his own.
Your old man would have done the same for Gracie and me. Ever notice how he never talks about it?
What, the war? None of them do.
He talks about your old man a lot, though. Says they're like brothers over there.
Yeah, I know. I can't really remember him or my mother, so I guess the major stories are the best I got.
And your Aunt Molly's.
Yeah. She did her best for me, but I don't think she ever really got over losing her little brother. Anyways, how are things with you and Henrietta?
You know, I never forgot about you, Miriam.
Jesus, that's not what I was getting at. Well, not now.
No, I've been meaning to say it for a while. I just haven't had the chance. When I got to the Sycamore Club, and they wanted me, it was like a dream come true. But it came with a catch. Not a catch. That sounds terrible. A clause. You see, Bobby wanted this all-American couple to promote, and since Henry had taken a liking to me, I guess I just got swept up in this whole whirlwind romance all of a sudden, and what with all the success, I just never reached out as much as I should have. And now,
I'm not so sure I made the right choice. Henry and I, we love each other. But it's different. She's troubled.
Trouble.
No, it's difficult to explain. Showbiz, it takes its toll on her and on me, on us. Anyways, we're getting out of there. The club, I mean. Well, I am. Henry's still not sure. I told her to follow me. It's no life, Marianne. I guess we'll see if she follows. It's sort of an ultimatum. Me or the club.
An ultimatum? When did all this happen?
Tonight.
Tonight? Really? No wonder she didn't join us.
I wouldn't give up on her just yet. We'll wait and see. How is he?
Like the doc said. Oh, Gracie. He'll be okay. He's got through a lot worse. Have some faith.
We, better get going. How about we go to the ladies' room to freshen up before we leave?
I'll meet you girls downstairs.
Come here, Mom.
Oh, it's hard. You know how he gets. And after the whole situation with the money, I knew this was bound to happen sooner or later.
Situation with the money?
The money you took. The money that was meant to get yourself and Mary Margaret through college.
And Mary Margaret.
The money that her father entrusted to him when he was dying for her future. The money that we stored in the safe with your college fund.
Mom, I had no idea.
Done is done, Shawn.
But why did we have the money? Why didn't he give it to Aunt Molly?
Oh, Molly's a kind woman, Shawn. She's good to Mary Margaret. But you know how losing Mike affected her so? She wasn't fit to be trusted with a sum of money like that. Mary Margaret's father knew where it would be safest. Well, where he thought it would be safest.
Mary Margaret is in teaching school. How did she?
Your father. He sold his car, his watch, goddamn near everything he has. But of course, Mary Margaret doesn't know that, so you don't go telling her.
Mom, I've got money now. I made it back double, hell triple working for Bobby. Why didn't he write me for cash?
Too proud. And besides, by the time you made it big time, Mary Ellen was halfway through college, so it was too late then.
Mom,
Look, Shawn, all we can do is hope and pray that your father makes it through this. Good night, Shawn. I'll talk to you in the morning.
Daddy, can you hear me? Can you hold my hand? Do you understand? I'm frightened. Daddy, can you hear me? Can you tuck me in? Right to my chin, right like that. Daddy, can you hear me? I'm right here beside you, my dear. Can you hear me? Please, I need advice. I've made some choices lately. Daddy, can you hear me? I'm right here beside you, my dear. Dad? Doctor! Doctor, can I get a doctor in here? Hey, Dad, you had me worried there, old man. Doctor! Doctor, he's awake!
He's coming round. Major, try not to sit up, please. Can you tell me your first name, Major?
Yes. Donnelly Shawn, Major, 800-845.
Can you tell me what day it is?
Sure, it's Friday night.
Very good, Major.
Shawn, where are the girls?
They're not here right now, Major.
Hey, Dad, you back in the land of the living? That was some fright you gave us, but you're looking better already.
I need to go over some case notes with my colleague before we can decide on the next few steps, but I'll be right back.
What happened?
Heart attack.
Oh, jeez. Where's Henry?
I'm here on my own. She's back at the club. Hopefully she'll be joining us later.
Good. I was looking forward to catching up with her.
Dad, I need to apologize. The money I took, I had no idea it was for Mary M's future as well as my own. I wasn't thinking I should have spoken to you. But I got money now, and I'm gonna pay it back and double. How could I have been so selfish? So self-centered.
It's not me you need to apologize to, Shawn. It's Mary Margaret. Molly tells me that girl waited by the letterbox every day for 6 months after you left.
Jeez.
I'm sure you'll find some way to make it up to her. And your mother.
I'll buy her a new refrigerator and dresses, as many as she likes.
Shawn, if you want to make her happy, just come back home. You made a mistake. Some poor judgment. But I'm proud of you. You achieved something. You made the best of what the fates threw at you.
Love you, Dad.
Come on. Don't be getting all soppy on me. Hey, go get your mother and your sister and Henrietta. You know, I had the most peculiar dream. Henry was singing the most beautiful song. Like an angel in the sunrise. It's like she was right here beside me.
I'm sure she'd love to hear about it. I'll go grab her and you can tell yourself. Yeah.
Hey, I love you, son.
Hey, Bobby. Great news. He's wide awake and as contrary as ever. I'm gonna go tell Henry, and then when you're free, we need to have a talk. The three of us. Bobby. What is it, Bobby?
I'm so sorry. Henry. It's all over.
Sit around in the cafe of life, not politely to all of your guests. Another story that's oh so boring. made bearable by the promise of well.
Wow! What a voice! And such a pretty little thing, too.
Thank you, Mr. Collier. You're too kind.
What's your name?
Violet.
Like my favorite flower. You know, with the right guidance, you could go a long way in showbiz. Here, let me pour you one.
Thank you, Mr. Collier, but I don't really care for alcohol.
Oh, now. One drink between friends won't do any harm now, will it?
Not so glamorous during the daytime, is it?
I don't know. It feels eerie. It's lost its soul. Let's just find Shawn and get out of here.
Agreed.
Donnelly's, I wasn't expecting you. Shawn must have forgotten to mention you were coming. Poor kid doesn't know himself since we lost our dear Henry. Still, we gave her a nice service at St. James's. You know, she used to sing in the choir there. How are you all holding up?
We're just taking it one day at a time. Where's Shawn?
I think he's in his dressing room. I'll take you to him.
I think they know the way. Girls, why don't you go on ahead? I'll be up to help carry his stuff in a minute. Bobby, why don't we have a drink while we're waiting?
His stuff? Is he going somewhere?
Yeah, Bobby. He's coming home.
Well, I suppose with everything that's happened, he could do with some time at home before his schedule gets busy again. You all want to see him back in action. After he's done grieving, of course. Best he keeps busy, keeps his mind occupied. Yeah, for you.
Because you always know what's best for people, Bobby. You knew what was best for Henrietta, and you certainly know what's best for Bobby Collier. Let me tell you, I don't really care what you think is best for my son. See, I'm curious about you, Bobby, and I'm not the only one. I mean, tell me, how can a man have made so much money when there's a war raging all around the world?
It's called making smart business decisions. There was a lot of rebuilding to do after the war. I rebuild buildings. I rebuild morale. Fundamentally, I rebuild what it means to be American. I guess I was in the right place at the right time.
Right place for yourself, maybe. But let me tell you, the Sycamore Club, not the right place for my son. At least not under the management of Bobby Collier.
Can't leave me, Major. We've got a legally binding contract. He knows that. How you know too. So let's just finish our drinks, shake hands, move on from this.
And since when are you a man that abides by the law?
What are you implying, Major Donnelly?
I'm implying that up until the year 1935, there's no record of a Bobby Collier anywhere in this city.
Take it easy, Major. You don't want to end up back in the hospital with that dodgy ticker of yours now, do you?
I don't know if you recall, but the night I fell ill here, the night poor Henrietta died, I spotted a familiar face behind your bar there. I was just chatting to him just before I blacked out. You know, I knew I recognized him, but once we got talking, I remembered. He was in Army intelligence. Funny sort of fella. He used to appear out of nowhere with a vital piece of information and then disappear like a ghost. Or an angel, if you believe in that sort of thing.
Is that so? One of my bartenders used to be a spy during the war. So what?
You know what happens to Army intelligence officers when a war ends?
Do tell.
They switch uniforms. In this case, plainclothes special agent of the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
The FBI?
You know, this guy is so good, I don't even know his name. He blends right in, hides in plain sight, and you'll be amazed to discover he feels that this glitzy establishment you're running here, not quite so innocent as it appears. He tells me he did not have to dig deep to find evidence of exactly what I expect has been going on here all along. This all-American sweethearts nonsense, just a front for narcotics, gambling, goddamn near prostitution. So no, I don't care to discuss the legalities of any contract you have involving my son. Shawn does not recognize that extortionate piece of paper. If my boy wants to walk, By God, he walks.
I think you'll find it's not so simple, Major Donnelly.
Oh, I think you'll find it is. Right this way, fellas.
Mr. Collier, Special Agent Destine, Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Mr. Destine here has been gathering evidence for a very long time, right under your nose. He's one of our best agents. He's been so helpful with your case.
My case?
Well, yes, Mr. Collier. You see, we were having some trouble because we had identified a particular case of fraudulent financial activity in the state of New York for quite some time now. But we got a tip-off from a very trouble-sounding young lady regarding suspicious behavior in the entertainment industry. She claimed to have a, what was the phrase again?
Yeah, the inside track.
An inside track, yes, on the mechanics of the Sycamore Club under Bobby Collier, otherwise known as Roberto Collieri. A name which, as you can imagine...
It sounded some alarm bells.
Sounded alarm bells, ring-a-ding. You see, we were cleaning up the Copacabana, and your friend, Frank Costigan, he had an awful lot to answer for. So when we heard someone as, word for it,
well connected
to Mr. Costigan as yourself was in hot water, we knew instantly something fishy was going on. If Henrietta Harmon hadn't so tragically passed when she did, we may never have been able to put you away.
Away, Roberto, for what you did to the poor girl. Suspicious circumstances, Frank Costigan's gun found at the scene of the crime. Well, you'll have a lot of time to talk to your old pal Frank and his boys on the inside. They're just dying to see you. Don't you just love reunions?
Now, wait a minute. We didn't shoot nobody.
Oh, tell it to the judge. They'll decide your fate now, Roberto. You're under arrest.
Thank you for this, Major. We can take it from here.
Away. For a very long time. Thanks in no small part to a tip-off from a very brave young woman.
He's gone to meet with some old friends.
Well, what about this place? What's going to happen to the club?
State property now. I believe the mayor is interested in investing in education and is going to use the money from the sale of this joint to make a new music school.
And I hear there's an opening for a musical school principal.
Wait, that's you.
The boy is under contract.
What's your name, son?
Shawn Donnelly Junior.
Shawn Donnelly Junior. Not ringing any bells.
I believe that the only contracts attached to the Sycamore Club are that of a Miss Henrietta Harmon and a Mr. John Brown.
Indeed. And since your name is Shawn Donnelly Jr., I believe there's no contracts here. So you see, kid, I told you it pays off to have a stage name.
You.
Now, if you don't mind, we better get a move on here before your friend, Mr. Collier here, indulges us in a little game of chasing. Let's go, you.
This is where we sang for the first time. And the last. Once I leave here, it feels like I'm turning my back on her forever.
The Shawn I know doesn't turn his back on anyone. He may get caught up with things, but he never forgets.
I can't help but feel like it's my fault, like I didn't do enough.
You did more for her in your few years of knowing her than anyone else in her whole life ever did. You loved her, Shawn.
I guess I did.
This place didn't treat her right. But now she's out. Free. But not without having the last laugh.
What do you mean?
You heard the Major. A tip-off from a very brave young woman. She finished this place, Shawn. She finished this place. She saved people like Violet and Martha and all those other poor young girls waiting to be discovered by Bobby Collier and his pals. She couldn't save herself, but she set you all free.
I guess you're right, Miriam. You always are.
The odds of any one individual existing are approximately 1 in 10 to the power of 2,685,000. That's 10 with 2,685,000 zeros after it. The magnitude of that number, in essence, means that the existence of the human race, made up of such incredibly unlikely characters, is in real terms all but impossible. And yet, here we are.
Our personal reality can only truly be experienced by us. Our reality is ours, and ours alone. In the same way a dream can only truly be experienced by the dreamer. The dreamt of, or the listener to the account of what happened, has no way to clue in to our unique reality. But when you really think about it, interventions,
chance encounters,
unexpected losses,
and gains
are all controlled by someone or something other than us. We may think we're in control of our lives, but the chances of that being the case in real terms are all but, well, practically impossible. And yet, here we are.
The sunlight through the trees, the moonlight in the night, the stars inside my mind. And if I fail to be the things you want me to be, at least I'll know I tried. Showed you what was on my mind.
Will you be for me the apple of my eye, my comfort late at night, my counsel when in doubt? And if you fail to be things I want you to be, at least I'll know I tried to tell you what was on my mind. Maybe soon I'll meet a guy who looks and acts like you. Maybe then we'll take a chance, and then we'll find true love. Just like the story of King and who live in a castle of gold, and it's
A strong heart when I'm weak, a shoulder when I cry, my counsel